What's going on? Tectonic Edge here playing some more mono green Tron. And this is Tron. So we keep this hand. We are looking for a decent threat here. So Thragtusk is alright, but we're going to have to use our Chromatic star to get Tron. Nurturing Peatland means it can be a turn 4. We could always dust turn 3 depending on what our opponent's doing. Ooh, Drowned Catacombs. Interesting. Not usually the colors we like to see. Alright, we get the Karn. So possibly a control matchup, possibly a combo deck, and possibly a mill deck. We'll have to see which. Mill would be pretty rough here. Alright, likely not mill then. It could be a 5-color deck or a 4-color Omnath. And that could be holding up a counter spell. But we need to go for it anyway. Draw a power plant would be nice. Nope. If this is a counter spell, it's rough, but we at least have another land back up. Does it resolve? Nope. Mana leak. Unfortunate. So yeah, feels very control right now. There's the opt. Yeah, okay. Definitely a control shell. Alright, well, we will go for the land that doesn't hurt us to play. Since we already have a green source, we'll just crack this to draw a card. Not the best, but at least we can play that next turn to have something out. They are on 2 lands, so that's interesting. Back up mine. Yeah, I think we just go for it. See if they have the counter for the Karn. And it'd be nice to just have the threat out. Alright, force. At least we get a Jace out of their hand. So they are running counter spells. They're just really... Okay, they got another land. Yep. That probably turned on a decent number of spells. We get the Nurturing Peatland. Go for the Thragtusk. This is probably going to be Archmage's Charm. No, they don't have 3 blue sources. So we do actually land the Thragtusk. Nice. It's 5 life. Even if they path, we still have a 3/3. And we get a head on land, which will be nice. Stepcaster going for the opt. So they probably have Cryptic Command in hand and really need that extra land. They do get it. Alright, so we're going to play a little tricky here. Begin combat. We're going to throw out the Oblivion Stone. Yep, Cryptic Command to force the counter. And then we will Sylvan Scrying. to get the power plant. And we have Tron online for next turn. Alright, we'll get in for that little bit of damage, go for the expedition map, land it, crack it, grab the Sanctum, run out the Sanctum, and play the Karn. Going for the... Yeah, I think the Ulamog works pretty well here. Somewhat tempted by the Kozilek, but we do have some other threats to play. At some point, they're going to have to answer this Thragtusk. Yep, there's the answer. And let's get the Ulamog out. Yeah, we'll go for their white sources. They are still holding up a cryptic command. Alright, let's go for the Allis, or not the Allis test, the Wurmcoil first, just to test. And then clear the board. Nice. That puts us in a good spot. We still have Karn up. They have 2 cards, now 3 cards. We've deprived them of a color. And we drew a Kozilek. We're sitting in a pretty good spot here. Run out Kozilek. They may just scoop to it. I think they're holding up a cryptic command, but us drawing 4 cards is a lot. Especially if we hit any Tron land, we can just recast. Yep. So just to see, we've gotten a second Karn, an Ugin, a Chromatic, and a Mine. So yeah, we could have, had they bounced the Wurmcoil engine with Cryptic, countered this, we would have just replayed the Wurmcoil engine and they would have had to have found another answer. Plus, Ugin they were getting very close to bolt range. We will go to game 2 here. Just bring in the Veil of Summers. Pulling out, what do we want to get rid of here? Maybe one All Is Dust and one Wurmcoil Engine. Thragtusk is better than the Wurmcoil Engines in this matchup because it's a little more immune to Path, so they have to waste a counterspell on it if they want to get rid of it. And they have limited counterspells that are full counters. Oh, nope, that's not Tron, so mulligan. You know, it's tempting. I shouldn't. I'm going to give it a try, but I shouldn't. Because I'm expecting Field of Ruin in this one. Home Fountain tapped, alright. We will save the green source. Do we go for it? I think we do. Alright, hard casting a force, yeah. That's Cryptic Command up. Into a Jace, alright. That's going to be tricky. If we top deck a mine, we're in a good spot. Oh, hey, we top decked a mine. Oh, what do we want to go for? Most relevant plays, right? Or big plays. If they have another force, yeah. Alright, they did have the force, but we can still crack for green. And get out of Thragtusk. We're going to have to try and kill the Jace this turn if we can. Interesting. Haven't seen that in a while. That does shut down some of my plays. We attack Jace here. We give the Ugin a try. I'm not hopeful it's going to land. Yep, but there's no real point in holding on to it. And we may as well not let the mana go to waste in case we get an answer for the Stony Silence. The green source would actually be kind of nice right now. There's a Thoughtseize. They get rid of a Thragtusk. And we're on top decks. That's a pretty good top deck. Probably the best top deck we could have hoped for. Shuffles my graveyard. Draw 4 cards. Play a forest. Expedition map. Ancient Stirrings. Grab a Karn, Great Creator. The map doesn't really do anything, but why waste the mana? Thragtusk is putting in a decent bit of work here. Alright, that does buy some time. Because we do need to go to combat here. And I do think we need to take out that Teferi. And what do we want to go for? The Karn Liberated is not bad. Start off with the Karn Great Creator. Alright, so they chose their Karn. We'll take the card out of their hand. And it was an opt, alright. So they're on top decks now. Counter spells won't be the most help for them. Holding up spells in their hand, not the most help for them. We get a 3/3 beast. And they're going to scoop up to that. Thragtusk carrying the game. Yeah, interesting matchup. Interesting control. Not really the color combinations you usually see, but I guess blue-white, Azorius, splashing black. Just I didn't have too many black spells in there, but it's interesting. I mean, yeah, and it went typically. So blue-white control is the hardest control matchup for Tron. Anytime another color gets added, it dilutes the deck and usually helps Tron out, especially because they sometimes have Field of Ruin, but they don't always have Field of Ruin. I mean, colorless lands. I need to check list. They probably had it, but I'm not. There's a chance they didn't have it. So yeah, let me know what you think of the matchup. Thank you for watching the end, and if you made it all the way in and are still watching, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks again. Tectonic Edge here, signing out.